commonly what we typically see is when we get a truck accident that comes into our office, one of the first things we're starting at is this story didn't start with what happened on the road, on the highway that day. I always look at those trucking cases. There's chapters before this. I want to look at what happened before this driver ever got onto the highway this day. You can almost separate truck driving cases into three categories, actually. There's the before they ever got on the road. Did the trucking company properly vet this driver? Did they look in to make sure this was a safe, responsible driver? That's the first section. The second section of trucking cases we typically see is driver error. Let's look at the driver's conduct. Was he intoxicated? Was he fatigued? Was he driving recklessly? And then the third area that we look at is machine error, trucking, the truck itself. And then in terms of when you're looking at the actual collision, there's a lot of regulations that govern them in terms of their driving. The federal government regulates how many hours a truck driver can be on the road. Was that truck driver a fatigued driver? Was he driving in excess of the amount of hours that he was allowed to drive? These drivers are under a lot of pressure to get load from point A to point B, and time is money, and the faster they can get that load there, the better they look. So are they going on 4 hours of sleep when they really should have slept for 14 hours? Those are things we're looking at. I think a lot of times in the digital age that we live in, another thing is a lot of times these truck companies, their knee-jerk reaction is to always fight liability. They're going to try to tell you our driver was perfectly trained, he was doing nothing wrong. But at the same time, what a lot of people don't know is many of these drivers are being videotaped while they're driving. There's cameras in the cab. There's someone at a driver's hub 500 miles away that is in their cab watching them. There are GoPro cameras attached to the windshield. And most people they aren't thinking that when they get rear-ended by a truck. They're just thinking, I got rear-ended by a truck, I'm hurt, what do I do? And they're not thinking, there might be a video that is showing this guy eating or smoking or talking on a cell phone or doing something he's not supposed to be doing. And that information is sitting in the hands of the trucking company that put him on the road in the first place.